Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel Mathematic Girl Swati 3226. So as you can see in this video, I'm actually going to talk about this geometry box. So we are going to discuss the geometry tools in detail. So this video is made for the kids, as I can say here, because of course many of you who are in the higher grades, you are aware of all the geometry tools, but this is for the kids who are going to use geometry box for the very first time. So they should be knowing everything about all the things that you can see in the geometry box. I would be very honest here. I would say that there are many students who are even in the higher grades, but they don't know like about the other geometry tools except the few famous ones like the ruler, protractor, compass. There are so many other things as well, so we'll be discussing that also. So if you want to know about all the geometry tools in detail, please watch this video till the end. So let's get started. So first let's just see what is inside this. So my favorite color is black color, so I have bought basically a black geometry box. So as you can see, it is this, and if I open it, you can see these things. So of course I'll be not talking about these small things because this is very obvious. This is an eraser, this is a sharpener, this is a pen and a sketch pen and a pencil. So I'll remove these things because these are very obvious things. Okay, it's a pencil which I'm just keeping it here, a sharpener. So pencil is like, you can say it's just a drawing tool, that's it. And this is a pen, and this is a sketch pen which I'm going to use to write down about the other things. And this is an eraser, right? So if I just remove the eraser, this is sometimes a difficult task, to keep it out, but okay, I'll just try my best. I think I'll be able to keep it out. Yeah, okay. All right, that was a struggle. So yes, now let's talk about like all these things. So first of all, you can see that I have this. So what is this? This is called a divider. It's little tight. You can see it's a new, like it's new right now. So this is called divider. So let me write down also one by one what exactly it is. Like what is the use of it and what do we call it. So as I said already, it is called a divider, right? So let's write down about it. So I will write down here the first one that I am going to talk about is divider. Okay, so now as you can see, the divider, it is basically used to measure the distance. Like suppose you have drawn a line segment and you want to measure the distance of it, so you can simply keep, or suppose you're having 2 points, so you just keep the divider on both the points and then you just measure it. For example, suppose you're having a point here and you're having a point here, then you're going to keep one point on this, or you can also call this as a pointer. So this pointer you're going to keep on one point, and this pointer you're going to keep on the other point, and then after that you're just going to measure it on the scale. So that is why normally you must have seen that they don't, like students don't use it, because like we normally don't use it because we don't need it much, because the thing that this divider is doing is actually done by the scale very easily. So no need to use this, but still, just for the sake of information, you should be knowing about it. So it's a divider. So I'll be writing, it is nothing but, I can say it is a, okay, so it is a V-shaped, because of course the shape is looking like a V. So it is a V-shaped, I can say, tool which is used for just or which is used to measure distance. In simple way, I can just say that, measure distance. So this is our divider. So divider is done. I'm keeping it aside. Now let's bring back our geometry box and let's look at the next thing. So the next thing that I can see here is a compass. Okay, so compass, of course, you all know, we put a pencil inside this compass box, and you know what to do here. You can just, yeah, I hope this pencil will go. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is a little thick. Oh, yeah, it went. So of course, I'm just going to keep it here only. I'm just going to explain you about this compass. All right. Okay, so this is a compass. This is again, I can say a V-shaped tool because it is also looking like a V. So this is basically used to draw angles. It is used to draw circles. It is used to draw arcs and a lot of, you know, like these types of things. So let's just first write down about it. So the next one is a compass. Again, I can say the same thing. It is a V-shaped, one second, yeah, it is a V-shaped tool which is used to, you can say, which is used to draw angles, arcs, and I can say circles, because when I'm saying angles, of course all the other things are also coming in the angles only. So we use this to measure, to draw angles, arcs, and circle. If you want to make a perfect circle, you can notice if you put a pencil inside it. For example, I have to show this now, because if this is a detailed video, so of course you should be understanding every single thing. All right, so I'm just doing it. Okay, so you can see I have put this pencil here, and now of course I can make arcs, I can make circles. For example, if I want to make arcs, I'll just keep the pointer, this is called pointer at any one point, and then I can make arcs, right? This is called arc. I can do different arcs, and of course I can draw, you know, circle, the best thing. And like, it's so difficult to make a circle without using compass. Okay, just a moment, that was a mess. Yeah, okay, I think I'm just quite nervous also, that is why I'm just not able. Okay, yeah, it's just, you know, the mobile, from which I'm recording, it's just above my hand, so I just need to be careful. That's it. Okay, so this is called circle, and of course with the help of this compass I made a circle. Now I can make different angles also. So I hope you know we can make angles like 90 degree, 45 degree, 30 degrees, and so on. So for that, I'll just tell you quickly how I can draw, you know, 90 degree, 60 degree, and 120 degree very quickly with the help of this compass. Okay, so for that I need something straight from which we can draw a straight line. So I'm just using this. It is called set square. I'll be coming to this. Okay, so if I draw a line here, okay, so just you have to keep it fixed, okay, as soon as you start drawing one arc here, and then you don't have to, you know, like shake it. So it's like, okay, my hand is, hopefully my hand is not going to shake. So this first we have to draw, this is an arc. All right, then you do not shake it. As I said, you have to keep the pointer here at this point, and by keeping the pointer at this point, wherever you made, like you're going to make another arc, this is nothing but called 60 degree. Okay, and then from here, if you just keep the pointer exactly at that 60 degree, and if you make an arc here, or if you cut this, this will become 120 degree. And by keeping the same point, if I just make an arc here, okay, yeah, and then I just keep this point here. This is so difficult to draw it from the left hand, but okay, I hope my just device will not shake along with the compass. Okay, so this is 90 degree. Okay, yes, I'm successful, and now I can just join all of them. So this, from, you know, remember that you have to keep your point here, like, you know, you have to draw the lines from here only, from where you were drawing all these arcs. So this is actually 60 degree, this was our 120 degree, and this is your 90 degrees. Okay, so of course I'm not going in detail, I'm just making you understand the use of all these things. This is another topic about construction, so that I'll be covering in the next video. Okay, you can let me know if you want a detailed video on that also. Now I'm just going to keep it aside because I'm done with the compass. So compass is a V-shaped tool, as you can see, which is used to draw angles, arcs and circle. So now our compass is done. Now let's go to, you can say, protractor, right? I'll be going to the set squares as I was showing you this at the end, because I know that all of you must not be aware of the set square. So maybe if I keep that at the end, you will be watching the video till the end. Okay, now this is very obvious, this is used to make angles. First I'll write down. So this is just, all right, so let's write protractor. What is a protractor? Of course it's a geometry tool. So many of you maybe do not know the correct spelling of protractor. Some of you call it as protector, but it is not, it is called protractor. Okay, the spelling is, as you can see, it's P-R-O-T-R-A-C-T-O-R. Okay, now of course you can see it is looking like a half of a circle, right? If I just keep it here also below, so it will become a complete circle. So it is a half of a circle, which is also called as a semicircle. So I can say it is a semicircle, or you can say it is a semicircular disc, which is used mainly, to draw and measure angles, So if you notice just a moment. So if you notice, for the smaller kids, when they start using or when they start making angles, so they will not be taught with the help of the compass, but they will be taught with the help of the protractor. Okay, so what do you have to do here? It's very simple. I'll be using something to make, okay, I can use this only to make a straight line. Remember always that I'm not using any pen or any sketch pen to draw anything, to construct anything, because that is not allowed in the construction. We should always be using the pencil, and the reason is, if you'll make anything wrong, then you don't have to do the cut, and you just can erase it with the help of an eraser. That's it. Okay, so let's just get started with this. So if I draw a line here, and then if I just keep, when I suppose this is a point where I'm going to keep this point, okay, the protectors, this point, at that I can draw any angle. Make sure that this line that you can see on the protector and this line should be completely overlapping. All right, and now I can just make any angles. For example, you can see that from here, if you're keeping the point, you have to look at the lower angles, because of course here it is 0 degree because no angle is formed. Then 10, then 20, then 30. So if I keep a point here, and if I just join this, okay, if I just join this, it will become 30 degree. That's it. Same way, if I keep a point here, I can just a moment. Yeah, 30 degree. If I keep a point here, it will become 60, it will become 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and you can just see that how I can just draw any angle, right? Sometimes you can also wonder that what are the top angles if you're measuring the lower angles only. Sometimes we also need to keep our point or keep our protractor at the other end, right? So if you're keeping your protractor at the other end, then you have to match this line, right? And this, when you're matching with this line, you have to look at the top angles. Okay, so now it is 0, then 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and so on. So yes, that is the use of protractor. I hope you understood what is the use of protractor. Sometimes we also use to draw the straight line segments, or straight lines, I can say. That is it. So we are done with the protractor also, and now let's go to a very obvious thing. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you here. Yes. So the next thing I'm going to use is, oh, okay, then now again a struggle. Also, I'm not having nails, so yeah. So this is a very obvious thing, a scale. Let me just write down. We also call it as ruler. So let's just first write down ruler. So I'm just writing the definition here also, because I'm keeping in mind that this video is, mainly made for kids who are going to be new for the geometry box. So what is a ruler? A ruler is basically, it's very obvious, but yeah, I'm just writing. A ruler is, you can say, used to construct straight lines and measure the length of line segments. Here this is little maybe confusing, that is used to construct straight lines and then measure the length of the line segment. What is the difference in line and line segment? You must be knowing the difference. Line is something which is which we cannot measure because it goes endlessly, because both the and on both the ends you are having arrow, which means it goes endlessly. Whereas line segment is fixed, we can measure it. So that is why it is used to construct straight lines and measure the length of, you can say, measure the length of line segments. And that's it. So simple. I can keep it here. I can simply, yes, my pencil is here. So I can just draw, for example, if I want to make a line segment of 9 centimeters, so I can just start from 0 and I can go till 9. So you can notice here that, the work for this divider that I was talking about, the scale is already doing it. That is why you can see that this is not, used most of the time. So yes, that is why we don't use it. But yes, this is our line segment, which I quickly draw with the help of a scale. Okay, all right, scale is also done. Now let's go to the main and I can say the suspense kind of thing. What is this? I have never used it, I'll be very honest. When I was in school, I was never using this, but today I'll be explaining you what is this called. So now I'll just remove this sheet and I'll be bringing a new sheet, a whole new sheet to make you understand the concept of set square, I can say. Perfect. So first of all, there are two set squares, okay? So you must be wondering that what is the use of this? What is the use of this? It looks like mainly a scale, right? But it is not a scale. It is used to, you can say, make angles again. So first I'll be writing what is the definition of the, set square. So I'll just write down first the set square and then we'll be discussing about this in detail. So this is set square. Okay, so the name is given set square, but there is nothing square here, but that's okay. So basically these are, because there are two, so I'm writing these are used to make angles. That's it. You must be wondering again, why do we need this, right? We already have, such a nice thing, protractor to measure the angles, and for the higher grades, compass to make the angles. That is why, it's same like a divider, just the way we don't use divisor much, I'm extremely sorry, divider. Same way we don't use, this also, or the set square. But still, if this is in the geometry box, as you can see, it is now empty. So you should be understanding what is the use of this. So as I have written, these are used to just make angles. Now what type of angles? Let's understand. So I'll be keeping, first of all, both the set squares like this. Okay, I hope it is, yeah. So you can notice one thing, that this is actually, if you know about triangle, it is a right angle triangle. What is the meaning of right angle triangle? 90 degree. One angle is 90 degree, correct? So here it is 90 degree, right? And this is 90 degree. This and this angle are fixed and they are 45 degrees, okay? So this is actually also called, this one is called as 45 degree angle. this set square has a name also, a special name, which is called 45 degree, 45 degree. Why? Because this angle is of course very like obvious, 90 degree. It is 90 degree only. And this angle, they are both 45. So that is why it is also called 45 degree, 45 degree angle. There is a difference between these two set squares. The only difference is this, that these two are equal, 45, 45, and this is 90. Now talking about this, you can notice here that if I just, write down here, this is actually called 30 degrees, 60 degrees angle. Now you must notice here one thing, that here both the angles were equal, 45, 45, but here that is not the case, right? So here this angle is 60 degree and this angle is 30 degree. That is why this is called 30 degree, 60 degree angle. I hope this is clear why the name is 45 degree, 45 degree angle, why 30 degree, 60 degree angle, right? Now let's understand how can we use this to make angles. So this will be little not complicated, but like you must be feeling that why are we going to use it when we have the protector and the compass. So yes, a very obvious reason. You can think about it, because I was also thinking the same, but yes, let's just understand about it. So if you want to draw 45 degree, right? So first of all, you want to keep, like you have to make a straight line, because you're going to make a 45 degree from a straight line first. So let's make a line segment. It is not straight. Skip it. Okay, I'm not going to use the eraser. It's just packed now. So imagine it's a straight line. Now I have to make 45 degree, right? So in this, you know that this was 90 degree and this 45. So can I not just keep this part over here and I simply just draw a line here? Now do you know that this is a 45 degree? If you want to check, you can use the protector. Now see, again the obvious thing came. If we are using this only to confirm whether our angle is 45 or not, then what's the use of this? I agree. But still, let's see. So you can see it's exactly 45 degree, if you can notice. If I just zoom in, maybe I can try. Okay, I think I won't be able to do that. So it's 45 degree. Okay, so this is 45 degree. So it is used to make 45 degree. If you can say that only 45 degree, no, of course we can make other angles also. So let's understand on the other side. So for that, I'm going to use the 30 degree, 60 degree set square, because here we are having 30 degree, here 30 degree, here 60 degree, and this is 30 degree. So again, first draw a straight line or straight line segment. Again, you can say that this is also doing the work of a scale. Now this is, I was saying 60 degree, right? So if I just keep this here, don't you think I'll get a 60 degree? Yes, it's a 60 degree. Let's use again the same thing, protractor, to check whether it's 60 degree or not. It is 60 degree exactly, as you can notice, right? I hope it's visible. 60 degree, this one. Okay, now if you want to measure, no, one was, see, this was our 60 degree, now this is 30 degree. So I can just do the same thing. I'll just make a line and then I will keep this one here this time, right? So if you want, I can just do one thing. I can keep it here and I can draw it from this side and I can measure it from the other side of the protector, right? So now let's check whether this is 30 degrees or not. Okay, yeah, so clearly you can see that here now you have to look at the top. So if you can notice, it is 30 degrees, right? See, the top part you have to see. I hope it is visible. It's 30 degree. And it's 30 degree. Now imagine that all the angles we have drawn, which I was saying that it is a 30, 60 degree set square, and this is a 45 degree set square. Of course I have drawn that, right? You must be wondering, what about the other angles? Because I wrote in the definition that it is used to make angles. We can draw other angles as well. Talking about 90, that is very obvious. Just make a line here and then just from here draw a straight line and it will become your 90 degree, right? That's very obvious. Let's make some other angle. For example, suppose you want to draw 75 degrees. Okay. Oh, I'm looking for, yeah, the sketch pen. So suppose I want to make 75 degrees, right? So first of all, 75 degree I can write down as 30 degree plus 45 degree, right? Okay, so 30 degrees and 45 degree. You know that in this I'm having 30 also and I'm having 45 also. It's so difficult to, just, I can say hold it because it's just, I'm not having nails, so it's difficult to hold it. Okay, so let's draw 75 degree. So for that I'm going to draw this first, a normal line segment, and from this it's 75, which is 30 plus 45, right? In this I know which is 30 and which is 45 in this and 30 in this. So can I not make 30 degree, right? 30 degree from here, because this was 30. Okay, so I'm making here 30 degree, because you know that this is 30 degree. It's a 30-60 set square. So from here I can make 30 degree, right? Now this is my 30 degree. Now of course 30 degree is done. Now on this I have to add 45 also, so that it will become 75. Now I'll use my another set square in which I have 45 degree. Now I'll be keeping this set square on the top of the 30 degree which I had drawn, right? So if I keep it here, you can notice now this angle will become nothing but 75 degree. So if I just draw this, this is your 45 degree, and if you can notice 30 plus 45 is nothing but it's 75 degrees. So I have drawn 75 degrees. So that is the use of the set square. I know it's complicated, why to make like so much of this. That is why we use protractor. But I hope you have understood about it. Now let's use this protractor to check whether it's 75 or not. So I hope my video is like my angle is visible. So if I keep it at this point, so of course I have to look at the top. I have to look at the top angles, and from the top angles, if you see, it's exactly between 70 and 80, which is 75. So it's 75 degree, and that's it. So this is about the geometry tools and about the geometry box. So don't go. I'm not ending this video because I have something very interesting to ask all of you now. Okay, so you can see something here. I know it's a very obvious thing for most of you, but just for the curiosity, I want you to figure out what is this in the geometry box. What is the use of this? What is it called? And let me know in the comment section. At the end, by arranging the geometry box, I want to remind you all these things once again. So let's start. So this was our scale. This is our 30-60 degree set square. This is our 45 degree set square. This is our protractor. This is our compass. Okay, I hope. Oh, all right. Yes, it will come here. This is our divider. This is our eraser, which I'm not going to, keep it outside, of course. This is the sharpener. This is the pen, the complementary that I have got in this. This is the pencil, and I had also got this sketch pen. And last but not the least, the one that you have to figure out that what is this doing in the geometry box. Let me know in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I'll be uploading the next video super soon. Thank you.